How you guys doing tonight?
So if you kind of bear with me, I felt a personal need to do something I've actually already performed before, but this one's for me. So this is a little bit of me. A little bit of me, mental instability and agony. There's things I shouldn't let get to me that seem to get to me, like how I can't have a conversation without constantly analyzing discrepancies. Comes from trust issues, undoubtedly. I have this constant conflict. It's like this push and pull mentality, an appalling condescending sense of vanity. You see, inside of me there's enemies, and I feel like I'm in between when peace coincides with violent tendencies. Tearing out my insides. I've always been self-destructive. I put myself through pain on purpose, should be enough said, but once I fell in love because I knew I'd end up lovesick. Now maybe if I kept my conservations and my judgments, I wouldn't have pushed the envelope as far as getting dope sick, or maybe if I just would have never ignored the notions. Late nights turned to early mornings mixing potions that left me blindsided, eyes wide and losing focus. They say I have selective hearing. Maybe I heard wrong. Maybe I do that to protect my feelings, or maybe my nerves lost. I'm confused about my mental bearings, my soul's torn. Asking for help is not appealing, and so far, the clock face of the stopwatch won't stop watching. The tick-tock of the shot clock is heart stopping. I used to say I was thankful for being alive. That was a lie. A closer look, you see the pain in my eyes. I became everything I despised, consumed by guilt that overtook and left me empty inside. It caused me to overlook all of the anger that was fertilized, and further tries and failures only seemed to hurt my pride. Dual personality planted in a young, nervous mind. Reality facilitates an unrelenting service guide. See, one night, while it was quiet, I heard in the back of my mind the devil fighting angels for a place to reside, until I realized it was me in a battle with God. Am I winning or am I losing? Or are these questions just a nuisance or distraction meant to keep me from my purpose? And what's my purpose? I'm sick of all these questions with answers I have yet to determine, like, why is it anxiety leaves me panicky and nervous, and why is it so hard to say I'm hurting? Am I pushing them away? Or are they trying to get rid of me? Why do I fear responsibilities I lurk in? Nightcaps and white pills, my lack of life skills, and certain OCD tendencies seem to aggressively surface. Perhaps I'm spiritually malnourished due to my lack of contact of God to my person. Now, not as in God like a czar of the heavens, but more like the entwined consciousness that's within us. I beg your forgiveness. See, I sometimes get sidetracked, caught up on specifics, explaining ideas probably shouldn't have mentioned. And it's not that I fear someone getting offended, it's just I can't seem to stay on one task for a minute. ADD keeps me from shaking the habit of turning down trails and chasing down rabbits. It's one of those things that I place in my baggage and carry around, hoping no one will catch it. Placed amongst fears and misled intentions, crocodile tears and cries for attention. The masks that I wear make it harder for breathing. I'll just put those back in my bag till I need them. I might need them to look brave while I'm battling demons, or to smile at girls that I'm trying to sleep with, quickly trying to cover insecurities looming, like God forbid someone might find out that I'm human. Maybe it sounds foolish, or maybe I sound stupid when you hear me saying the same old cliches like I won't do it again, or I'm trying to change, and I say that I'm sick of playing these games, but maybe just losing the ones that I play. So when is enough enough? What about these changes that I speak of? I feel stuck between waiting for these things to come and going over what things I'm willing to be giving up. Like I get this idea, like something brand new that I'm thinking up, like I can stay the same and change, or go through life without the painful stuff. But I think, like, what would life be if that's the way it was? The pain is gone and so is joy. Now what's the point of waking up? I woke up inside a dream and my life had lacked an angel's touch. But what if I never put my lips to hers? What if I've never felt the love that's in my children's hugs or saw the love in my mother's sacrifices for her son? What is love? Love is something I probably received my whole life but never learned how to express it outwardly. I say that I love you and that's nice in its own right, but my actions reveal the self-doubt. Emotions are not something I deal well with, although I try to be a shoulder to cry for someone who might depend on me, but honestly, that's just a byproduct of codependency. That's not what love is. But I am learning. I guess if I had to explain it, that'd be the difference. I'm learning. I'm learning how to be accepting of coexistence. I'm learning how to love as God does with no conditions, and I learned it was just easier to say I had no feelings. So all these lessons that I'm learning, and these incubated notions through divine intercession has brought me from being hopeless to expressing